Okay, namaste, great day. Had a question here. It says, so you're supposed to release cities, like get rid of them and not use them. Okay. Well, yes and no. Now, are you more confused? Hold on a bit. Something in my throat. The thing with cities, what you find out, and sometimes this just takes finding out the hard way, such as one of the cities that arose here was the ability to feel whatever was happening in somebody else's body. If I would come close to somebody, I could feel everything that was taking place in them. Okay. And then the ability came to do healing work. Okay. And people had a lot of releases, a lot of things that took place. But what I found out through doing this was while you can release these things, they will again engender the same type of behavior that caused it in the first place. So all you're doing is just delaying what they're going to have to go through. Okay? So when I saw that happening, I said, well, this is ridiculous then to do this, because it's really in the end not aiding them, because they are going to have to go through it again. They're developing the same problem they had before due to their actions. So it's going to be a karmic thing they're going to have to work through. Okay? So that's what happened with that city. Doesn't mean that I don't do, in some cases I will still do some balancing for people. And that's again what happens just automatically when people come into or there's a connection, even through some videos, people that have a connection, they will enter more stillness and balance just by virtue of the transmission that takes place. So that's a natural, spontaneous happening anyway. But also I can, because the Kundalini is at 0 point balance, everything is at 0 point balance, and there's no thoughts that are skewing energy in any direction. It's very good for aiding in balancing people. Okay, so I will once in a while still do that. But as far as other city powers, again, you can, one of the very first ones was being able to control weather. Okay, being able to manifest things. Okay, so many of these powers come up, but in the end, are you going to waste time in using these powers or to get to realization? Which is it do you really want? Do you want powers in the world, or do you want to know what is the foundation of everything? You're not going to get to what is the foundation of everything if you're busy out there playing using these powers and building ego. Okay? So that's the long and short of it. Doesn't mean that you can't, but if you genuinely want to get to realization, then you're just, wasting time. Okay? Frankly speaking, you're wasting time. Okay? Because the end point, you see that all of those things only are important in duality. And when you get to that still point, you have no interest in following all those city powers. The things in the world work how they need to, in conjunction, in flow. Okay, you just go with the flow at that point. But there's no feeling of a me that wants to do this power, that power, to change those things. Okay? So I hope that helps to answer that question. Thank you for asking. Namaste.